Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say before we get into the video today, a massive thank you in regards to support on the channel once again. Yesterday we were on 58 subscribers and today we hit 75. We're going to try and push for the 100 mark. I believe we'll probably be there by about Wednesday. Also as well, if you haven't joined the Discord, feel free to do so. The link is in the description. As you can see on screen just now, we're racking up a lot of members in regards to that as well. So yeah, thanks to everybody that has joined the Discord too. Also as well, I will be announcing the winner of the giveaway at the end of the video here today. So yeah, if you want to participate in future giveaways, just follow my Instagram page in the description. Yeah, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be speaking about my portfolio. I'm going to be starting a new series that I do every single week. Basically, I'll probably do it on a Monday. It's going to be called Portfolio Perfection, in which I break down my portfolio, any changes I've made and any mistakes that I've made. So yeah, stay tuned for that and I hope you enjoy the series. Let's get into the video. So currently I am in the process of changing over my Trading 212 account to represent that of investing account that basically I'm going to be doing for my long-term plays, which I'll be using the ISA function for, and obviously as well using the invest function on Trading 212 for stuff like swing trades. So at the moment I'm waiting on something like a green day to come along so I can sell my stocks at a profit, and then I'm waiting on a red day at the back of that to basically buy the stocks again so I can maximise the profits overall. I have actually only been investing for about a year. During the first lockdown that we experienced here in the UK, I took the opportunity upon myself to basically learn how the stock market functions and what stocks are kind of good investments and what's not. Even at that though, I was relatively new. I was just learning how it works. I self-taught myself, and since probably about the start of this year, that's when I've really been getting into it and I've been really understanding it a lot better now. So guys, this video is actually going to be broken down into 4 different parts. The first part being the past and present performance of the portfolio. The second part being what I have in terms of stocks. The third part being stocks I do maybe intend to buy this week as well. And the fourth part being a lesson that I've learned since I've began investing. So let's first of all get into the first part. So guys, as you can see on screen just now, I currently have a portfolio total balance of £2,312 with my invest account, and I also have £401 total in my ISA account with a pending order of £153, which we'll come back to in a couple of minutes. But first of all, we're going to just speak about the performance of the portfolio. So, like I said, I did begin investing at the start of March, and I was only investing a couple of £100, just trying to get kind of used to how the portfolio works and kind of how stocks kind of work as a whole. And then I started investing a little bit more as we moved deeper into like October time of 2020. And as you can see there, I was down a bit of money, but I'm just, like I say, still learning. I was self-taught myself into the stock market, so yeah, that's kind of how it planned out up till then. And it didn't really get until about December time that I started taking it a little bit more serious, and you can see there I invested £546 total into it, and I started looking into particular stocks I might be interested in. But until we got into really about January time, that's when I decided, right, I kind of know what I'm doing now. Let's have a look at some decent stocks, and I purchased a good couple of things. And you can see here as we move into the last 3 months chart, I did see some good sustainable growth. If we jump actually into the 1 minute chart, 1 month chart, sorry, you can see that I actually at one point there I had £406 return, or 17% on the portfolio. But of course, as we move down into just last week, it has been performing quite poorly, purely down to, as you guys know already, it's been quite poor overall in the stock market in the last week. So that's kind of how it's been sitting at the minute. However, I do have some pretty good stocks that I am confident in, which has been able to basically stop me from panic selling any of these despite it being in the negative. And to be honest, the stocks are holding up their value quite well considering how high they went. They could have went a lot lower, so it does show that I do have some decent stuff within the portfolio. I just want to say as well before we go into the video that I am actually going to be breaking down fully why I've bought all these stocks, and it is just basically just going to be a case of me saying what the stocks are, what they do as a company, and also what prices I've bought them at, mainly because I want to maybe produce a video on these in a couple of days time. So guys, the first one we're going to be speaking about that I do hold within my portfolio is, I believe it's Albedo is how you say it. I currently have 1 share of that, and you can see at the minute it is down a little bit, but I ain't too concerned with that, and it's mainly because of what this company actually does. So I got this price at £123.27. Now Albedo is basically, they specialise in producing the lithium for electric car batteries. I'll put this on screen just for you guys to look at just now as well. Basically, The reason I think this is a good investment is because as we move closer and closer towards the phase out of petrol and diesel cars, the demand for that is obviously going to go through the roof, even more than what it is at the minute. It already is quite a high demanded industry, but yeah, no, that is why I see that as a good investment too. Yeah, so obviously as well in the UK, in 2035 it has been announced that the ban of petrol and diesel cars being made through the manufacturing process has officially been put in place. So that is a reason that I have invested into that company. So the second one we're actually going to be speaking about in regards to the portfolio is Argo Blockchain. Now I'm not going to break them down too much because obviously I did the video on them yesterday. Now basically what they do is they are a mass producer in terms of trying to mine Bitcoin. They're the biggest Bitcoin miner within the UK, and you can see on screen at the minute I purchased 95 pence was how much I paid for a share, and I got 100 shares of that, and you can see since I got it, it has risen quite significantly for myself. I have made approximately the amount 178%. I don't have any intentions to sell this because I've got a nice price in it, and yeah, no, I truly believe that this is going to climb quite a bit more. So that is another one that I do have within the portfolio. So another one that I do have in the side of the portfolio is Bionano, also known as BNGO. Now basically they specialise in stuff like the science behind diseases and also like the DNA factors of that. I'll put another wee thing on screen for you just as well to read. Basically, yeah, I've got 10.5 shares in that. Now I did buy it at the peak because I do believe it still has quite a good bit of room to grow. So that is another one we have inside of the portfolio as well. So as we go further down the list, the next one that I will be speaking about is Healthier Choices Management Corporation. So as you can see, I have 54,000 shares, averaging a price of about 33 pence a share. And as you can see, it is absolutely tanking downhill for me at the minute. It is minus £111. Now to be honest, this stock here was a bit of a silly buy for myself. I didn't really fully understand the company, and I just kind of followed on it because of one specific reason. So Healthier Choices Management Corporation, they basically specify in providing healthier choices, as they kind of say in the title, compared to like normal lifestyle choices. So they are using stuff like enhanced e-cigarette safeness and stuff like that, which I'll put on screen for you guys to read. I'm not going to break it down too much, but the main reason I jumped on top of this is because they currently have a lawsuit against Philip Morris. And the lawsuit is starting to swing a bit in their favour. People believe the lawsuit is going to be won by HMC, which could see a rise in the stock price, and it needs to see a big massive rise in order to actually recover from where I bought the price from. So in regards to this one, bit of a silly investment from myself. I've learnt a lesson from it. Don't just jump on the hype, kind of research your stocks first, and yeah, that's kind of what's happened with that one. So the next one in the portfolio is Lamb Research. Now I don't actually own loads in this company, just a couple of £100, but the company has done pretty well for me so far. Now basically what they specify in is obviously the production in chips, and they are also a massive supplier as well. I'll put some details on the screen. Like I said, I'm not going to fully break down the stocks, I'm just going to explain what I have. So yeah, this is a stock that I do have. Now obviously I looked at their growth as well, and I've seen they have grown quite a bit in the last 3 months too. I got in at a good price, and I do believe they have a lot of potential over the next couple of years to keep on growing as well, so that is a reason I have them. So guys, the final stock I am going to be speaking about today is Ehang. Now basically what they are is they specialise in the productions of drones. I'm not going to speak too much about purely what they do and everything that's happened with them, but just a quick breakthrough of what's happened. So they were absolutely flying in terms of percentage, they were going off the charts, and I managed to get into the stock around about $80. And then what happened after that is that a short seller called Wolfpack Research claimed that they're basically just a massive hype stock that aren't all that they make themselves out to be. And then their stock absolutely plummeted massively in one day. I think it was around about 60%. And then they basically repelled back what Wolfpack said about their company, and since then they have recovered slightly, but not massively. But basically I didn't want to give up on the stock. I do believe that what they do have in terms of their technology is a revolutionary idea, but it obviously just depends on how they do recover as a stock and how they go forward from here. So that is a stock I do have. As you can see, it is down £69, and I bought it at £49.73. So as you guys can see, I'll just do a quick scroll through of my portfolio for you guys to see on screen just now. Everything that I do have, a lot of this is broken down into just some single shares that I have within the portfolio, but I also have some pie functions as well, which we're going to speak about just in a minute. But I'm just going to, like I say, quickly scroll through these, and if there is anything else that you guys do like the look of, conduct your own research on these, and then yeah, make up your own conclusions from there. Now we're just going to take a wee look at my pies. Now as you can see on screen at the minute, these are in my investing account, and I am planning on moving them all across to my ISA account, so I won't be depositing any more money into these at the minute. I am planning on actually selling the dividends one today and the growth one today and moving them across into the ISA account, but I will briefly speak about all of them just now. So the big one, as it's called, actually I'm not going to be depositing any more money into this. I'm quite happy with the holdings I've got in it, just leaving it as it is. So obviously in there you can see we've got Lamb Research in there. I did have Ehang in there originally, but I took it out and replaced it with Bionano. Like I say, I'm not planning on adding to that at the minute. I'm going to more so focus on the cryptocurrency side of things at the minute with the stocks there. So yeah, we've got Canadian Solar and Albedo in that, so that's the big one. Go down into the dividends one. This one here I actually found on, if you go to Open Pie Library on Trading 212, the top one there is a guy called the Dividend Experiment. He basically came up with this pie, and he linked this pie on there, so I copied that, and it does look pretty good in terms of that. What it basically aims to do is give you, like what it says in the title, daily dividends. So you will get paid almost daily from these companies. It might not be a lot over time, compound interest, that money that you get from them, and you could obviously get yourself a nice little stack. And finally, the growth one this year obviously contains advanced micro devices, all these sort of stocks here you can see on the screen. I'll just scroll through them for you guys to have a look at. So these are obviously growth stocks that are obviously going to grow over the next couple of years. And I did have the auto invest function on here, which I was going to invest £150 every month. But I am going to move that across into my ISA account as well, and you can see here, because of its high growth stocks are within this this pie, you can see that after 15 years with obviously me donating £150 into depositing rather £150 into this this pie, it would go up to around about 172,000. So that is the pies that I have inside of the portfolio in the invest account at the minute. Now obviously we're on the Trading 212 ISA account, and as you can see here I just have 1.5 shares of the S&P 500, and I also have Sell Your Goods, which I basically spoke about the other day, which is going to be on screen for you guys to have a look at just now. If you want to check out that video and explain my reasons for that, then you could do so as well. But the main thing in here that I am going to focus on is the pies. So these are the pies I will be depositing money into every single month. And like I say, I am going to take money out of there once a day, sell them and transfer them across into here as well, possibly when we get a red day. So, Bitcoin one is obviously the one I spoke about yesterday. Argo Blockchain, Riot Blockchain, Marathon Digital Holdings. Me personally, in my own opinion, obviously drop your own conclusions. I believe that these are probably the hottest stocks and probably one of the safest investments you can make as an investor in 2020. Dividends growth, obviously that's the exact same one as what was there before in the invest account. Growth one, so this basically has again high growth stocks like Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, everything like that, and I will be donating money into this every single month as well, and then reinvesting the dividends as well. And the final one, the growth stock, is obviously got the ones that we had in the previous one in the investing account. So that is basically what I've got inside of the portfolios just now. Let's just have a little chat before we go into the lesson that I've learnt since I began investing. So obviously there is 2 or 3 stocks in there like HCMC and Ehang, which aren't sitting too well for me at the minute, and I'm unsure what I'm going to do with them. Whereas the rest of it I am fairly confident is going to grow, and my strategy is quite good. The pie functions that I have are probably the strongest functions in terms of my, my actual portfolio. So that is something that I'm quite confident is going to grow. Obviously, like I did say as well, I am going to be investing around about £400 a month into these pie functions. I'm going to spread about evenly and kind of establish which one is the best to go for and which one performs the best overall. But most importantly, I want to speak about the lesson I've learned as a new investor in the stock market. So, first of all, you always have to commit to your own research. You have to make sure that what you're doing is researching the right companies, making sure that that company is the right one for you, and also you have to make sure that you don't develop a fear of missing out over hyped stocks. If you do that, you can see yourself in a position like me, like HCMC. I have kind of just bought it at its peak, kind of hoping that it is going to go up without fully doing a lot of research into the company. To me, the most 2 valuable lessons I have learned as a new investor is 1. Keep your emotions out of your trades. If you're losing money that day, turn off the phone, just accept, listen, this day isn't for me, I'm not going to sell my stocks, I believe in my investments, therefore I'm not going to sell. I am just going to quickly speak about the most valuable tip that I possibly think I could maybe give you guys as a new investor. Obviously, do your own research, that is the most important thing you could possibly do, and I'm just going to speak about why that is important. So, I'm going to read it off my notes. I don't want to read it off the top of my head, I want to get it right for you guys. Invest in a stock because you truly believe in the stock more than you believe in the stock making you money. Of course, making money is a major factor. Everybody wants to make money in the stock market, let's be honest. But just hear me out for 1 second, right? If the stock drops in price and you haven't done your research, which in turn would build the belief of that stock being more valuable than the money it produces, then the second that stock drops in price, you will lose your mentality and you will end up panic selling your stock. Whereas if you believe in the stock more so than believing it can make you money, then it will in turn keep your mentality, and if the stock drops in price, you will still be in the game. My next video is actually going to be about another stock that I'm going to be breaking down, so keep your eyes on the channel. Tomorrow I'll be releasing that. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video as well. Thank you very much again for watching. If you did like it, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new here. We're kicking the butt off for 100 and I'm close to doing it, and honestly that'd be pretty amazing after only doing it for maybe 8-9 days time. So yeah, thanks so much again and I'll see you in the next one. Hi guys, so I'm just going to be doing the giveaway just now. Basically, as you can see on the screen, I'm just doing a random number generator at the minute, and yeah, I'm going to press this to number 8 because that was how many people that entered, and then I'm going to generate it, and then what I'll do after that is I'll basically send the person a message on Instagram asking if they're happy for me to use their name on YouTube and whatever way they want me to basically give them the money or a gift card. It's up to them. So yeah, good luck today, let's see how it comes out. So number 3, let's just have a look at that, and I'll put your name on screen. Congratulations, number 3.